Hello everyone, greetings of the day. I am Dr. Reshmi Roy and I am an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry, Meets College. And I did my PhD from IIT Kanpur and postdoc from University of Alberta, Canada. Then I worked several years for in industry, and then I joined this college in 2024. So now I am continuing pericyclic reactions lecture number 3, where I already have given two lectures on general pericyclic reactions and also in regarding cycloaddition reactions in my previous reaction lectures, and now I am continuing this. And today I am about to give pericyclic reactions lecture number 3. In previous lectures, I have uh, covered Woodward Hoffman rules for pericyclic reactions, frontier orbital theory, molecular diagrams regarding pericyclic reactions. Then I have started. I have discussed vastly on these alter reactions. What are X1 endo rules with ample examples, and also intramolecular Diels-Alder reactions. Those things were covered in my previous lectures. And so now today I will continue with the other cycloaddition reactions. Uh, so today I am going to cover mainly aldering reaction, different kind of in reactions. And one thing I just want to tell you that these lectures are we are making these e-contents for NEET, GATE, undergrad students, master students, also for the people who are going to do coursework, and also for GRE aspirants. I think these lectures will be helpful for all of them. Now, today I am going to cover various kind of Alder-in reactions, which is a Diels-Alder kind of reactions, but there are differences that I will discuss again. Various kinds of in reactions are Alder-in reactions, classic Alder-in reactions, carbonyl-in reactions, and also Konya-in reaction. So today I am going to discuss about various kind of in reactions. So what are the different kinds of in reactions? We have Alder-in reactions, we have carbonyl-in reactions, and also I am going to discuss about Konya-in reactions. After that, I will discuss about 2 plus 2 photochemical cycloaddition reactions and 2 plus 2 thermal cycloaddition reactions. That is a special case because we all know that 2 plus 2 thermal cycloaddition reactions are not feasible in general cases. And lastly, I will discuss about synthesis of beta lactams through 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions. So let's start first. First, we will discuss about Aldrin reactions. What are these Aldrin reactions? Aldrin reactions is a reactions where uh, uh, an allyl in system reacts with another in. So, in case of Diels-Alder reactions, one diene reacts with a dienophile, and here one allyl in will react with a dienophile, and here dienophile will be denoted as enophile since it is undergoing in reactions. Now what happens here? Here HOMO of this allyl system reacts with the dienophile, LUMO of this dienophile in supra mode of bonding, so that it form one side chain will be incorporated in that enophile. So here we are not forming any ring system like Diels-Alder reactions, where we are getting always 6-membered product out of two. One diene by the reactions with one diene and dienophile, we are getting 6-membered ring. But in ring reaction, no ring is formed. Here what is going on is that here dienophile will be attached with a unique side chain. That is the purpose of doing in reaction, to incorporate a side chain. And here what is going on? Here HOMO of this in is reacting with LUMO of this enophile to get this product. So this is our classical Aldrin reaction. Now, there is one example of classical Aldrin reactions. These reactions can be activated in presence of carbonyl groups. You see, this is a Lewis acid catalyzed Aldrin reactions where this MEalCl2 will activate this carbonyl oxygen, and so that and this is our dinophile and this is our in. Uh, and so this dinophile or enophile, its this energy of LUMO of this dinophile will be further reduced in presence of this carbonyl group, so that reaction will be feasible. It will be more facile reaction, and one Lewis acid will activate this reaction. And this is the reaction by which we are getting bicyclic molecule out of this reaction. So, when this reaction is going on in intramolecular fashion instead of intermolecular, in that time we are getting cyclic products. So it is not like that in reactions we are not getting cyclic product. We will get cyclic product only when the reaction is going through intramolecularly. Okay, now we will discuss about the carbonyl in reactions. Thing is that one carbonyl group also can act as an enophile in aldane reaction. Here you see this alpha keto ester is our enophile, and this allylic group is our in system, and in presence of Ti over whole 4, it is going all that in kind of reactions, and we are getting this product as so what we are getting from an alpha keto ester, we are getting an alpha hydroxy ester with a side chain. So this is one classic example of carbonyl reaction. This is the second example of carbonyl reaction where both the carbonyl group and the in group are present in the same molecule. That is, this is the intramolecular version of carbonyl reaction. This is R citronellal, and in presence of zinc bromide, it is going through carbonyl reaction to get isopulegol, and finally when we reduce this double bond we will get menthol. So these two are classic examples of carbonyl reaction. Now we will discuss about the Konya reaction. Konya reaction is nothing but the intermolecular version of carbonyl reaction, and it was discovered by Konya. That is what it is called as Konya reaction. So what is Konya reaction? When both the in and the carbonyl group present in the same molecule, it will undergo carbonyl reaction, and that is known as Konya reaction. In this reaction mechanism, first tautomerization of this carbonyl group takes place. So first it will undergo ketoenol tautomerization to form this intermediate, and then 1,5 hydrogen shift will take place to form this cyclic 5-membered ring with various side chain. It is a highly functionalized molecule, and this is the beauty of our Konya reaction, that we can form ring systems with various functionality present in the side chains. Now there are a few examples of Konya reactions are shown here. In the first example, that is the one Jack's paper published in 2014. Here one carbonyl group and one alkyne moiety present in the same molecule in presence of one electron withdrawing group, and in presence of iron salen catalyst, it will undergo Konya reaction to form this 5-membered ring having one exocyclic double bond, and also with other side chains. And there is another example where one alpha keto ester having one alkyne moiety in the same molecule undergoes Konya reaction in presence of gold and silver catalyst to form this 5-membered ring with exocyclic double bond and other side chains. So these are, so we can prepare highly functionalized molecule through this Konya reaction. Now we will discuss about 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions. So generally 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions could be performed under photochemical mode only. It cannot be performed under thermal mode of activation. Why? Because if we discuss about the frontier molecular orbital theory, HOMO of one in system will react with LUMO of the other in system. Now, problem is that here, if we consider this homo-LUMO interaction in suprafacial mode, here we will see that here orbital symmetry is not matching for orbital for bonding overlap in suprafacial. If we consider supra-supra mode of interaction. So now what should be done? So in these cases, we excite the molecule photochemically so that one electron from Psi1 will jump into the Psi2 star molecular orbital. So now HOMO become HOMO pi star. Now HOMO pi star of one in system will react with LUMO of the other in system, and here we can see that we have proper orbital symmetry combination to overlap in supra-supra mode, and it will give rise to bonding interaction. So that is why 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions could be performed in photochemical mode only. So here are some examples of 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions. Here one alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound react with one olefin to give this cyclobutane system with one carbonyl side chain. So in generally cyclobutane systems are very difficult to make due to presence of ring strengths. But thing is that here our 2 plus 2 photochemical cycloaddition reaction is a way by which we can make these cyclobutane systems very nicely, and various kinds of cyclobutane systems could be synthesized using this methodology. Here in the second example we see the substituted cyclobutane is reacting with one six membered hexacyclic molecule having one in within it, and when it undergoes 2 plus 2 photochemical cycloaddition, we will get this tricyclic system with fused two cyclobutane rings here. And here you see no endo rule is dominating in this 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions. Here we will get thermodynamically more favorable product. That means here if we consider this ring junction stereochemistry, we will find that here these are trans. This CO2Me and hydrogen, these two groups are trans, and here also this CO2Me and methyl group, these two are trans, to get the more favorable stereochemistry. That is, here we are expecting thermodynamically more stable product as the predominant product. Now we will discuss about the radioselectivity of 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions, and before that I will discuss about radioselectivity in 4 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction, that in thermal mode, that is Diels-Alder reaction. So because in Diels-Alder reactions I have not discussed the radioselectivity there, so therefore I am covering both the radioselectivity here. Here we are taking into account substituted diene systems. So in these solder reactions, dienes are reacting with dienophiles. So if we have substituted dienes, what happens? What will be the radioselectivity of these substitutions to in the product formation? So here, what happens if in this substituted diene system, if we consider normal addition reactions with HBr, there are two possibilities. It can addition can take place through this way, and also addition can take place through this direction. But which one will be predominant product? That is the question. So if this addition is taking place from this side, our one allyl carbocation will form, and that will be resonate between one secondary carbocation and one primary carbocation. And if addition is taking place through this side, our generated allyl carbocation will stabilize through one secondary carbocation and one tertiary carbocation. So it will prefer the second pathway where our tertiary carbocation is forming, because we all know tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary cation, which is again more stable than primary carbocation. So considering the stability factors of carbocations, our tertiary carbocation is the most stable one. So our this is the most electrophilic center. So reaction will go through in such a way that it will prefer the second pathway instead of the first pathway. Now, if we consider nucleophilic addition of unsaturated ester, then what will happen? Here we all know for alpha beta unsaturated ester, nucleophilic addition will take place at the position, so that and it will prefer 1,4 additions instead of 1,2 addition, as we have already seen in Michael addition, Michael kind of addition. So now considering these two factors, our diene and dienophile will orient themselves in such a manner that this is our most this center is most nucleophilic and this center is most electrophilic. So now reaction will take place in such a manner that these electrons will attack here. Okay, and this will determine the radioselectivity of the this reacting partners. So they will orient themselves in such a way that reactions will go through the arrows shown here in these slides. Now we have to consider the cases where substitutions, where electron donating substitutions are present in the mid of the molecule instead of one corner. Okay, so here one OMe group is attached to two center of this diene. Now what will happen due to plus R effect? Due to plus R effect of this methyl group, this center is the most nucleophilic center. And here in case of this dienophile, this center is our most electrophilic center. So now also these molecules will orient themselves in such a way the reaction will go via following this arrow, whatever is shown here in this slide. So in summary, we in this solar reaction, if we taking into consideration about the reduced selectivity of the reacting partners, they will orient themselves like this manner. This is the summary of reduced selectivity of the solar reaction. Now, what will be the reduced selectivity observed in case of this 2 plus 2 photochemical cycloaddition reaction? Here, if we consider in system, and if one side is substituted of this in, there are similarly two kinds of possibility of addition of electrophile in this in system. Now, what will happen if addition occurs through this side? We are getting tertiary carbocation, and if addition is happening through this side, we are getting primary carbocation. So we can expect that reaction is going through this pathway one where tertiary carbocation is forming. So here the radius selectivity is shown here if a reaction follows pathway one where this tertiary carbocation is forming. But this is not the case in case of 2 plus 2 photochemical cycloaddition reaction. We just see here the opposite reduced selectivity in this photochemical 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions. Why this happen? Because in all thermal cycloaddition reactions, we are considering overlap of HOMO of diene with LUMO of dienophile. But here in photochemical cycloaddition reactions, both the LUMO of in systems are interacting together. Here instead of HOMO-LUMO interaction, we are considering LUMO-LUMO interactions. So therefore, it will follow just the reverse reduced selectivity as we have seen in thermal 4 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions. So here the reduced selectivity would be just opposite that of thermal cycloaddition reaction. So in these slides everything is explained here. And now we will discuss 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction in thermal mode. That is quite unusual case. We all know that thermal cycle addition of 2 plus 2 systems cannot take place because of this match in orbital symmetry, and their supra-supra interactions are not favored. Their supra enter, we have to, for 2 plus 2 cycloid system to react thermally, we have to go for supra enter overlap to find out the exact orbital symmetry, but which is geometrically highly unfavorable. That is why 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions are generally observed in photochemical mode of activation. But thing is that thermal 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions are observed in case of ketene and isocyanate system. If we closely observe the orbital picture diagram of ketene and isocyanate, we will see that here two sets of pi orbitals are situated in 90-degree angle to each other. In case of ketene also, one set of pi orbital is just situated 90-degree angle to the other set of pi orbitals. In case of isocyanates also, similar trend is observed. Now here I have shown here the orbital diagram that in normal cases when our orbitals HOMO and LUMO orbitals are in the same plane, then we are not getting the proper orbital symmetry. But here the orbitals are situated at the 90-degree angle to each other. This 90-degree. Now thing is that due to this 90-degree orientation, now supra-entera overlap is now feasible. So that is why in case of ketene and isocyanate, without exciting the molecules photochemically, thermally, 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions could be done. And this is the beauty of ketene and isocyanate systems. So here are few examples of thermal 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions. Here it is an isocyanate, and when isocyanates are when isocyanates react with normal or substituted olefins, it gives us beta lactams, substituted beta lactams. This is our first example, and second example is alpha dichlorocarbonyl chloride. When an alpha dichlorocarbonyl chloride is reacted in presence of triethylamine base, in situ it will generate ketene. Now this ketene, when reacted with one enophile or dienophile, another ene system, it will undergo 2 plus 2 thermal cycloaddition reaction to form this cyclobutane. Here one 5-member ring is reacted with this ketene system to form fused 5-membered and 4-membered ring system, which is difficult to make to synthesize in other ways, but those could be done using 2 plus 2 thermal cycloaddition reactions. Now, lastly, we will discuss about a few examples of synthesis of beta lactams using this isocyanates and ketenes. When ketenes are reacted with an imine, it will give beta lactams, and when isocyanates are reacted with a simple olefin, it will give rise to beta lactams. Now here in first example, one ketene is reacted with one imine to give to get this beta lactams in 100% yields. And here why beta lactams are so important, because in globally these beta lactams are used as the most widely used antibiotics. So in the beta lactams antibiotics could be used in skin disease, in respiratory tract infections, in urinary tract infections. These beta lactam derived drugs are used widely in the whole world. Now, thing is that here we can see this imine is substituted with one phenyl ring. And why? Because aryl substituted imines are more stable than normal imines. Therefore, for stability purpose, they have introduced aryl moieties with this imine so that we can get more stable products. In the second example, here this carbonyl chloride group in presence of triethylamine formed one ketene in situ, and that is reacted with this substituted imine to get this highly functionalized beta lactam with 92% yield. That is also has to be taken into consideration that 2 plus 2 thermal cycloaddition reactions of ketenes and these isocyanates are going very good with excellent yield, in fact. And here the last example is our one isocyanate is reacted with one in system to get one beta lactam, and this beta lactam was further the substituted beta lactam is further hydrolyzed to get normal beta lactam with good yields. So these are the topics today I have discussed. So in summary, what we have discussed today, we have discussed about various kind of in reactions, including all classic Aldrin reaction, carbonyl reaction, and Konya reactions. We have discussed about photochemical and thermal 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions, and also we have discussed reduced selectivity of disorder reactions and reduced selectivity of our 2 plus 2 photochemical cycloaddition reactions. And so that is what I have covered it today. In my next lectures, I will go through 1,3 dipolar cycloaddition reactions along with so next I want to start lectures on sigmatropic reactions. And if you like this video, please let us know. And if you have any queries, you can send us, you can contact me directly about any kind of doubts regarding this pericyclic reactions. So, reference I have mainly discussed and covered the topics from Clarence Organic Chemistry book. And thank you everyone for your time. And bye bye, and see you in my next lecture.